After a week of controversy and backlash, ABC says Jimmy Kimmel will return to the airwaves tonight. The network suspended Kimmel last Wednesday after Kimmel said Republicans in the U.S. were trying to score political points off the death of activist and media personality Charlie Kirk. And why don't we go to Bill right now to hear what he has to say about that. Bill, good morning to you.
Morning, Rosie. I remember when I moved to the U.S. to do talk radio and talking to management about it and trying to figure out what was going to be different about my approach there. And one of the things that was really exciting for a broadcaster about moving to the U.S. is their First Amendment rights are so strong and so beloved that it was easier to say whatever was on your mind without suffering even the social consequences or legal consequences of things like slander, which was much more difficult to make the case, I was told at the time. I didn't find there to be that great a difference, but I'll tell you, Rosie, in the last couple of days, it's felt a lot better living in this country, knowing that you and I can have a conversation and I could say whatever is on my mind within reason, without being overly hateful or insulting. And no one's coming to cancel me as a result of it. It's been chilling to watch this whole Kimmel thing unfold. And I know there's been a great debate about whether or not it was actually the government stepping in. And so if it's not the government threatening him or taking him off the air, it's not really a violation of his First Amendment rights. And watching the new state broadcaster, Fox News, at first calling for more hate laws and then their own base pushing back and saying, no, we don't believe in hate laws, First Amendment. So they had to back off. And then they talked about social consequences, something they'd argued against when they were mad about the left wing's cancel culture. So now their hypocrisy was on full display. But Rosie, the one moment that I don't think got enough attention that stood out to me from this past week, and I'll be thinking about for a very long time, was watching the President of the United States of America, the man who used to, whoever was in that position, man or woman, whoever would be in that position, is de facto the leader of the free world, right? In charge of the most powerful country in the world. To watch that person say, hey, they're too negative about Trump, speaking about himself in the third person. All these networks are very negative about Trump, and I won the election overwhelmingly and greatest win ever and all the things he talks about. And the other election was stolen from me. Okay, get on with it. What are you trying to say? Then he finally said, maybe we should take a look at taking the licenses away from these networks because all they do is criticize Trump. I thought they have hit a new low. You know, as a shining example to the world, the light has finally dimmed in that country. And I think it's why you're seeing at the United Nations, countries like Canada and France and others starting to shrug their shoulders about Donald Trump on the issue of Palestinian statehood. I think the U.S. is losing its position in the world as a leader because the rest of the world is starting to just go, whatever. He's going to do whatever he wants to do. He's going to be mad no matter what we do. Let's do what we think is right. Whether or not I think it was right about our recognition of Palestinian statehood or you thought it's right is not the point I'm trying to make. It's that the world no longer cares what Donald Trump thinks. And that's what happens when you wage a tariff war against the rest of the world and you threaten and you bully everybody. Eventually, they just ignore you and start to push back. I'm really happy to see there's some pushback coming in the United States, even from Republicans and some diehard Trump fans.
Bill, we're going to let you get right back on the air. Thank you so much.
See, you cut me short, but it's only for time purposes, so okay. Bye-bye.
There you go. You're okay. You're free to keep on speaking on the radio. Thank you, Bill.
And you know I will.
And remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on Newstalk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.